Everybody, welcome to a Lord of the Rings playthrough. This is Dave Walsh coming at you. On top of doing some Lord of the Rings playthroughs, I'm also the host of Card Talk. We spend a little bit of time each episode talking about cards from Lord of the Rings, the card game. And the reason why I am doing this playthrough, first of all, this quest of the Fortnight is really good. Breaking of the Fellowship, I love it. Another reason is a couple weeks ago, we did an episode about Hirluin the Fair, and I really gave Hirluin a hard time because Hirluin is an Outlands hero, and I thought he was really niche, and he's not very good. So I got some pushback from Joseph Forster, the admin of the Facebook page, and he said that Hirluin and Outlands are really kind of powerful decks, so I decided to see what was going on and build an Outlands deck. Now, when I build an Outlands deck, or since I build an Outlands deck, I try not to look at other people's decks. I kind of build it on my own and do my own thing. Now, I'm not playing this campaign mode, so because I'm not playing this campaign mode, Followed by Night and Ill Fate get removed from the game. Those burdens only get played when we're playing campaign mode. Okay, and then quest card 1A says, set Frodo's Choice, Seat of Seeing, and Parth Galen aside. So I put these guys up here aside, so I'll put them even further up off my playmat. And then, let's see. And then we turn it over and we have some flavor text and it says enemies get +2 defense and cannot be engaged. And then it says skip the encounter phase. So that's going to be crazy. And then it says put Sarn, Gabir, and the Argonath into play in this staging area. The other part about playing anything in either the Hobbit scenarios or the Fellowship of the Ring saga boxes is you get another hero. So what I'm going to have is for the duration of the game, I'm going to have 4 heroes. I'm going to have Frodo, and that's going to help a little bit in here in questing. So let's see. I'm going to draw my starting hand and see if I'm going to keep it. Okay, my 6 cards here. Let's see what we get. We get Knights of the Swan, Secret Vigil, Honor Guard, Secret Vigil, Aether Swordsman, and Faramir. So here's the thing. I like the Aether Swordsman because he was going to raise my willpower. And I like Knights of the Swan because he's raising my attack. But I don't need 2 Secret Vigils, and I probably don't need the Honor Guard. But I do have Faramir. I don't know. Do I keep it or not? So in the first round, you know what? I'm gonna mulligan. There's this. Okay, so I get the Sword of Morthon, Send for Aid, very good tail, Honor Guard, the Red Arrow, and the Dunedain Remedy. Okay, so this isn't bad. I mean, I probably should have stuck with my other one, but that's okay. So now everybody's going to get resources. And so the heroes that I'm using are Prince Imrahil, Hirluin the Fair, Tactics Imrahil, actually, Hirluin, and Denethor, because I need the resource acceleration at the beginning in order for Denethor to work. Okay, so part of Denethor's setup is you get to add 2 resources to his resource pool. Okay, so I will bring this guy out. So this is good. Okay, so this is good because I can bring out Faramir here like this. So it looks like we're pretty good right now, so I'm going to quest. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the Red Arrow onto Prince Imrahil, and that's going to help because this first stage you're going to want to get through as quickly as possible. You have a couple of locations to try to get through, plus 12 quest points on the quest, so that's going to be a pain in the neck. So I'm going to quest for 3. Let's see. I'm going to quest for 3, 4. I'm going to leave Denethor up in case anything happens. 5, 6. Then I'm going to I'm gonna use Faramir to quest, so that's a total of 9. So I'm gonna put quest dice down here on my Middle Earth here. It's hard to see, it's off the edge, but it's for my own reference anyway. So I'm questing for 9, and then right now in the staging area is 4. Okay, I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so now I'm going to stage, and I get a Uruk-hai tracker. Now, it's hard to see because of the glare of my light. Maybe I put them over here. But the Uruk-hai tracker, he has Surge and has Archery 1, and so that's going to be a pain in the neck. And then, so the Surge, so now we get another location out here, and that's the slopes of Amon-Hen. And in order to travel to the slopes of Amon-Hen, it says a player at this staging area must engage an enemy to travel. So I actually may do that just to get this enemy out of the staging area. So anyways, let's resolve our quest. So I quested for 9. There's 8 in the staging area. So I'm going to get a quest dice, and I'm going to put 1 on the current quest. So that's good. I wished for a little bit more, but that's okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something unique here. I'm going to travel to the slopes of Amon-Hen. And then what that does is that gives me this guy to have to do something with, which I'm okay with because I left Denethor out. Now he's got Archery 1, so this means I'm going to take Archery 1 for the whole round. But eventually I'm going to be able to pull out the Honor Guard, which can then absorb that Archery 1, hopefully. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exhaust Denethor to defend, and there's no shadow effect, so nothing happens. So this guy stays engaged with us. So right now in the staging area there's 4. I don't have to skip the combat phase. One of these, the Argonath, it says while the Argonath is the active location, you skip the combat phase too. So that's kind of a pain. That's kind of a pain in the neck. But okay, so I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna draw. Okay, so I get a Feint. That's actually a great card to have. So the way this usually works is I put damage on the picture, and then my resources on the text. I'm going to move this resource, because that's his action, to Prince Imrahil, who happens to be a Gondor hero. And that makes that 2, so then I'm going to be able to cast Honor Guard. Now that means I have 6 out here, so now I can play a very good tail. So I'm going to do 1, I'm going to do 6 for a very good tail, and now let's see what I get to draw here. I get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and then I have to discard 2 of them. Or no, I get to put 2 into play. So here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put these 2 into play, and then the Honor Guard. So now I have 2 Honor Guards, and I can pull this out because I have Men of the West. Okay, I didn't necessarily love to see that I lost my Tome of Atanar, pronunciation, and another very good tail. But this is how this deck gets up and running really quickly. I'm going to quest, and I'm going to want to be able to do damage to this guy this time. So, and this toughness is the thing that's a problem, because that soaks up 1 damage each time. So I need to at least be able to do 3 damage to this thing in order to do 1 point of damage, because it's got a defense of 1 and it's got a toughness of 1. So, or I could just let it sit there and not do anything to me, which I may be tempted to do for a little bit, but nonetheless, let's see here. I'm going to quest for 3, 5, 7, 9 again, and these 2 guys I'm going to keep ready here. So there's only 4 in the staging area, so let's go here. So there's another one of these guys, so it's another Uruk-hai tracker. Surge 1, toughness 1. Okay, so now I get a treachery. It says, when revealed, remove all damage from each enemy at this stage. Each enemy at this stage gets +1, +1, +1 until the end of the round. So all of these guys get +1, +1. Okay. So that's 2, 3, 6. So that's 6 in the staging area. Now, I just beat that. Now, I'm going to travel to Sarn Gabir. Now, I have to be careful because when Sarn Gabir is done, I get to do one. It deals 1 damage to each of my exhausted characters. So I have to be careful that I don't don't do something. So now here's the thing. So now I'll use an honor guard to soak up 1 archery damage, but I get a 2nd archery damage from him. So I'm going to put that onto Hirluin. And now I'm going to defend this guy with Denethor. Okay, so it's 3 versus 3. It says, after this attack, move attacking enemy to the first player's staging area. So I'm the first player in all of this. So this guy goes back into the staging area. He has a +1 because of the treachery that I drew. And that's a pain in the neck. So Denethor takes 1 damage. If I can find Denethor's damage dice here. Okay, so let me move this around so we can keep everything good. So now I think I'm going to be able to make a little bit of progress here, or at least I hope to. So I'm going to ready. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hey there. So this is going to go to 2. Denethor's at 1. Imrahil's at 1. So I'm going to put the Steward of Gondor in on Hirluin, and now Hirluin is exhausted and he gets his 2 back, so that's good. And then I'm going to spend 1 on Hirluin to put the Sword of Morthond onto Faramir. That makes Faramir an Outlands character, so that's good. And then I'm going to spend 1 because I want to start this in doing the Dunedain Remedy, because this is going to help me soak up archery damage. And so it says, after Dunedain Remedy is attached to a hero, heal 1 damage on that hero. So I'm going to attach that to this hero. Okay. And then it says action, pay 1. I still have an action window. So action, pay 1 to attach to another hero. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to pay 1 to ready him. Or, sorry, I'm going to put it on him. And then I'm going to pay 1 to put it onto Hirluin, and now I've healed all my characters, so that's good. I forgot to raise my threat. I think I'm in 2 rounds here, and I also think that I forgot to give Frodo his thing, but that's okay, whatever, right? Okay. So I do have Albert Einstein with me. He always is my rules guy, so that's good. Okay, so I want to be careful here because I have 1, 2, 3 in the staging area, and here it says that deal 1 damage to each exhausted character. So I want to make sure I get through this. And hopefully not kill any of my good questers. So I'm going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here's the thing. I think that I'm going to do 9 here. Okay, and then I'm going to use him as a quester. Or actually, because I can use it as an action. So this is 3, 5, right? 5, 6, 7. And then I can use his as an action to get up to 10 if I need it at the end, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to leave the Aether Swordsman out and Denethor out. Actually, no, let's do this. So this is 8, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and so now I'll stage. Okay, so that's the slopes of Amon-Hen. So that gives me 6. And the slopes of Amon-Hen actually are I think we just did those, right? Where you have to engage an enemy. So that's okay. But that's 6, and I did 8. So I'm gonna now exhaust him to boost the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna boost the 5 there. Okay. So now that's the 4. So that's plus 4, so that's 12. So 6, 4 is 12, and 4 is 10, and then I'm doing 3 more here. So that's crazy. Okay, so now all my exhausted characters have to take a point of damage. So I'm going to do this. 1, and then 1, then 1. This is what's wild about this, right? Is that everybody gets 1 point of damage. 1. I'm going to use this. No, I'm not going to use that. Yeah, I'll use this to prevent that one, and then I'll use this one to prevent the one on Faramir. I have to travel. So I can either do this one for 3 or do the Argonath. I think I'm going to do the Argonath. Now when I do that, it skips the combat phase. Now I'm going to really quickly look up because I want to know archery, I think, is dealt in the combat phase. So for skipping the combat phase, we don't have to do archery. So we deal it at the beginning of the combat phase. So I'm going to say that because there is no combat phase, we don't have to deal archery damage. So these guys don't do archery damage. But this, so we have 5 here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do 3. We'll do 1 on Denethor. We'll do 4 onto Hirluin with the Steward. And we'll do 1 onto Imrahil. And then we have to ready these guys here. Ready these guys. Okay. So the point is do I use Send for 8 or not? I do have a very good tail, so I think I'm going to use the very good tail. But before I do that, let's see. I'm going to pay the 1 here to move this to Denethor. And I'm going to remove the... Oh, no, that doesn't do that. So that means that Denethor gets his 1 removed. And I'm going to pay the 1 here to remove the 1 on Imrahil. So I'm moving this all around to make sure that my heroes stay healthy. Okay, so I think I am going to use a very good tail. Okay, and when I use a very good tail, I'm going to use the Honor Guard and Faramir, just in case. You never know. So again, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I discard, but I have to get 2 here. So I think I'm going to take... So here's what I have. I have Honor of Lamadon, the Aether Swordsman, Forlorn, and then I have 2 attachments. So these are going to get discarded anyways. Okay, so now I have to pick. So here's the thing. They're all Outlands. So I think that I'm going to pick these 2 and leave Forlorn in there. Okay, and then I'll put this guy's here. So what's going on? Oh, so these guys are exhausted. Okay. So now I'm questing for a whole bunch because I want to get through this phase as quickly as possible. So I have an Aether Swordsman here, 2 Aether Swordsmen. I have a Hunter Lamadon. So it's good. Okay. So let's quest. I'm going to leave Imrahil up, so maybe I can kill one of these guys. So I'm going to quest for 3. That's the bonus of this guy. 6, 9, 12. I'm going to quest for 12. So I'm going to change my quest dice. That's good. Okay, and now I'm going to stage. It says remove all damage from each enemy in the stage. In this stage, each enemy at this stage gets +1 everything. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 7. So I'm questing for. So I have 7. So I quest for 5. So this is now out. So that's 5, 4, 3. So that means I quested for 6. So that's good. So now there's a combat phase. So now I can do some damage, I guess, or these guys can do some damage to me. Oh, actually, I'm going to travel to the slopes of Aman-Hen, and because I do that, I have to do the forced effect, the travel effect. So this guy engages me. Okay. So now archery. I'm going to save 1 point of archery damage on whoever by using this guy. Yeah, because he's got +1 attack. Who can I use to? I guess I won't save +1 archery damage, so I'll do 1. I'll do the 2 archery damage. And now defend. This guy has a bonus now because of the Orcs of the White Hand treachery that I got. Because it's till the end of the round. So this guy's actually attacking for 4. So I have an honor guard that I can use to attack, I guess. So let's see. So there's no shadow effect. So this honor guard goes by because he's defending for 1 and has 3 hit points. So that's 4. And now I'm going to try to kill this. So I'm still going to do 3, 4, 5. I'm going to attack this guy for 5 because I'm going to group attack. He does 3, 4, 5. Now he defends for 1, but he defends for 2 because of the Orcs of the White Hand treachery. He has a toughness of 1, so that's 3. So I get to do 2 damage to this guy. And that's a bummer because I thought I was going to kill him. Okay, nonetheless. I seem to always forget about Frodo's ability, where you can cancel the effects of an encounter card just revealed. But then you have to draw another one. So I always forget about that, but nonetheless, whatever, right? So let's see here. I want to be able to kill this guy. So provided there's no nothing crazy, I should be able to kill him just with Prince Imrahil this round. So I'm going to draw. That's what I needed. I needed the Prince of Dol Amroth. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't use this very much, I'm going to use this thing. And so basically now I get to Prince Imrahil gains the Outlands trait. So now his ability allows me to pull out an Outlands character in the middle of the combat if I need to, which is nice because there's a Knight of a Swan. I have to do it in the top 5 cards, so I may whiff. So now we quest. So here's the beauty of this Outlands deck, is that we just keep getting like stronger and stronger questers. So these guys are going to quest. I'm going to quest for 9 here, or 12, because this is +1 for each Outlands. Each Outlands gets +1, so this is 3, 6, 9, 12. And there's only 1 in the staging area, so so we'll do this. Let's see. So I'll stage here. So there's the River Anduin, so it's in the staging area. At the end of the phase, each player raises his. At the end of the travel phase, we raise our threat by 1, and then it moves around the table. Right now, there's not multiple staging areas, and there will never be because I'm playing one-handed, or I'm playing solo, so that's fine. But that's 3, and I did 12. Let's see. So I think I got through this, and then I get through this. Oh, look, I forgot to. This actually never took any damage at all because I forgot to be. I forgot to use the the Great River as that is its ability, +2. So, oh well. Okay, so it says, when revealed, remove the ring bearer and each card attached to it from the game. Okay, it says, treat the text blank. You can't cancel it, basically. So I'm going to remove that from the game. I'll put this up here. Okay, and so there's my victory display. And it says, reduce each enemy's engagement cost to 0 until the end of the encounter phase. Skip the travel phase this round. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this guy's already engaged with me. Skip the travel phase. So at the end of it, so there's no travel phase. So this doesn't do that. Okay. And then it says, at the end of the refresh phase, shuffle Seat of Seeing and Frodo's Choice into the encounter discard pile. Then place the encounter discard pile on the bottom of the encounter deck. Starting with the first player, each player creates his own staging area and advances to a different stage 3A in player order. Okay, so we have to get through this phase first. Okay, so these two come down and attack. And then this stays out. We're not traveling there, but so I have 2 in the staging area. So these guys are out. Okay, so this is actually not so bad because I do have some defense out here. So first thing I have to do is take some archery. So 2, 2. I'm going to take some archery there like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, I'll put the shadow cards here. Okay, so now there's an action window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start playing this as an action here. I'm going to move this. I'm going to pay 1 to move this to Hirluin and heal him. And then I'm going to pay 1 to move this to Denethor and heal him. And then I'm going to pay 1 to move this back to Hirluin and heal him. Then I'm going to pay 1 to move this back to Imrahil and heal him. And then I'm going to move this back to Denethor, pay to heal him for... Okay, so all my heroes are now healed. That's good. So now I'm going to defend. I'm going to defend with this guy here. I'm going to defend this guy here and this guy here. So this guy defends Denethor. It says gets +1. Nope, not fewer. So it gets +1. So Denethor actually takes 1 point of damage. See, this is why I heal everybody. Okay, I'm going to do this. So damage I try to put on the picture. Okay, so that guy is done. And then the honor guard, I'm going to do this. And it says it makes an additional attack after this. Okay, so this guy is used up. He has 2 damage on him. Okay, I think the Dunedain remedy is only to heroes, so that's good. So now I need to figure out. So it does an additional attack. So it's get a shadow card. Does additional attack? It's a shadow card. So now let's see. What do I want to do? 3 attack. I have 2 defense. 2 defense. I think I'm going to block with Faramir. So there's no shadow. So Faramir takes a damage. 1 point of damage here. So that's good. Okay, now Imrahil is going to attack and do 1 damage. Right? I don't have the Knight of the Swan. I'm going to do 1 damage to this guy. Okay, and so now it says, when there are no encounter cards left in this stage, discard. Wait, let me make sure. At the end of the refresh phase, shuffle the Seat of Seeing and Frodo's Choice. Okay, so Seat of Seeing, and so we're at the end of the refresh phase. So let me refresh here. Little known trivia is refresh happens at the end of the round and not at the beginning of the next round. Okay, so those get shuffled into the encounter discard pile. I'm just trying to read this card and make sure I have it right. Okay, let's see, and then it says each player creates his own staging area Okay, so this goes to the bottom here. That's a pain in the neck. And then it says, starting with the first player, that's me, each player creates his own staging area and advances to a different stage 3A. So look, how many different 3As are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 3As. And it says, of his choice. So searching the wood, let's see. They all have the same forced effect. So it's if the total threat in the staging area is less than 4. So searching the woods, guarding the hobbits, the seat of Amon Hen, or orc hunting. I think I'm going to take guarding the hobbits. I'm a hobbit guy, so that's fine. And then it says, when there are no encounter cards left at this stage, discard it. In player order, player 1 moves 1 encounter card. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me go back up. Starting with the first player, each player creates his own staging area and advances to a different stage 3 in player. So these get discarded, and I'm going to go here. So it says, after stage 2B is discarded, if the total encounter card is less than 4, reveal 1 encounter card. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So I reveal the slopes of Amon Hen. I have to engage an enemy in order to travel there. That's a pain in the neck. So now we turn it over. And it says, if Frodo's choice is not in play at any time players would place progress on this quest, discard an equal number of cards of the encounter deck. After Frodo's choice is revealed at this stage, advance to stage 4A. After your quest successfully, choose a player, ready each of that player's heroes. Okay, so let's make sure that we have this figured out. So I'm guarding hobbits. Okay, this is actually done now. So this is going to be a little bit of fun. So now we're in the... Okay, so now we're in the next round. So I'm going to draw a card. Oh, look, an Aether Swordsman. And it says, after Frodo's choice is revealed at this stage, advance to stage 4A. Okay. So let me get some... And now I'm going to spend 2 from Hirluin to put out another Aether Swordsman. Okay. So if I could just get the... oh, I forgot to raise my threat. I'm probably at 33 right now. Maybe 34. I'll put it at 34 because I probably went a couple rounds and things probably went weird. And so, okay. So what am I doing? So I have to get to Frodo's choice. So here's the thing. These guys quest for 4 each. That's 4, 8, 10, or sorry, 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 30, 20. So I'm going to do 20. And in the staging area is 5. Now the problem that I have is these guys are only 1 hit point, so I really need the Amphalos Herdsman to boost up how many hit points I need. So the Amphalos Herdsman gives all Outlands characters +1 hit points. It's 5 versus 20. So let me stage. Okay, that's the wooded shoreline. It says while the wooded shoreline is in the staging area, it gains archery 2. So that's 8, and I did 20. So I'm going to discard 12 cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Well, I guess I have to do it this way, right? I didn't come across Frodo's choice, so it's okay. These guys are engaged with me, so this is going to be fun. Here. I'm going to travel first. So to travel, I'm going to put this down because I don't want this in the staging area. I want to actually keep it out of the staging area. It says at the end of the travel phase, increase my threat by 1. So I'm going to increase my threat by 1. And so I don't have a way to move the staging area. So this is good. So now I have to deal 2 shadow cards. I'm going to take two more archery, I guess, at some point. So let's see. Before... Oh, I have to take the archery now, so I'm going to take, I'm an archery here, and an archery here. So I'm going to pay 1 to move it here, and then pay 1 to move it here, and then pay 1 to move it back. So it's going to end up here, but everybody's going to lose their 1 their 1 point. So now we have to defend these guys. I think because I have the Dunedain remedy out, I'm going to sacrifice the honor guard. So the honor guard, he did a good job here. So that's good. Okay, the honor guard is now dead. Thank you. You did a good job. I'm going to use the steward, Denethor, to do this here. Now I'm going to defend with the steward. No shadow, so that's good. Okay, and now I can do 4 damage, and that kills this guy, right? Because I defends for 1, has 1 toughness, and then so 2 more. So that guy's dead. Okay. So now we raise our threat by 1. So that's 1, 7. Okay, so now I'm going to draw. Hey, look, it's another copy of Faramir. Okay. So now we're going to quest for 16, 20. After you quest successfully, choose a player. Each of that player's ready, each of that player's here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to quest all for everybody. So that's 20, 24. And then in the staging area is 5. So I'm going to stage this. Okay, so this guy is good. Peril, toughness, archery 1. When revealed, discard an ally that I control. Okay, so I'm going to discard the Hunter of Lamadon. Okay, so that means I'm down to 20 that I did. Okay, I have to resolve. So that's 2, 5, 6. There's 6 here. So that means I do 14. So this is done. So that's 10. So this is 1, 10. Oh, there on the 10th one. If reveal it instead, it says when revealed, take control of the first player token and the ring bearer and each card attached to it. So I'm going to do that. For the rest of the game, you cannot lose control of the first player token. Okay, so I do have Frodo's Choice. Does this stay attached? When revealed, take control of the first player, ring bearer, and each of its cards attached to it. Attached to the ring bearer. Okay, so there's that. Okay, then it says, after Frodo's Choice is revealed, advance to stage 4A. So now I'm here. When revealed, add Parth Galen to the staging area. If it is your quest phase, end the phase. Do not resolve the quest. Okay, so that's fine. And now, during the quest phase, reveal 1 additional encounter card for each player in the game. After the enemy is revealed at this stage, rate your threat by X to engage the enemy. X is the player's threat. Each player may trigger this ability once per round. When this stage is defeated, players win the game. So all I have to do is quest for 16. But I have to make sure that I get rid of threat, because this is going to be a mess. So quest phase is over with. Travel. Searching counter deck and discard pile for an enemy to travel here. Okay, so I will take an enemy to travel here. Oh, you know what happened? Ooh, that was rough because I don't have an enemy. Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm going to take this guy on purpose for a reason. Okay, because I'm going to travel there. Because I need, in order to win the game. Okay, so I didn't touch this, so that's good. Okay, so I have to raise my threat by 1 because it's the travel phase. And then this stays here, this stays here. Peril, toughness 1, archery X. So that is 1, 2, 3 archery. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 archery. So I'm going to spend 1 to move this here. So I have to spend 1 on him to move it here. And then I'm going to spend 1 to move it here. And remove that, so that's good. I still have 1 on here on purpose because I have a feint that I think I may use this time around because I don't want to deal with all of this stuff. I'm going to take a shadow card here. I'm going to feint. I'm going to spend the 1 and I'm going to feint. So that means that this guy doesn't attack. And so now I'm ready. Because this is going to go to 10. This is going to go to 1. This is going to go to 1. Now I'm going to do this. Oh, look. Here's my Knights of the Swan. And so that is nice. It's a little late, but nice. So I'm going to put 1 here. And so that's 9. Question is, can I do this all in 1 turn? So there's 7 there. So I'm going to quest for 4, 8, 12, 16. And this guy, he's get +3, so that's 5. So that's 21. Okay, so 21. Okay, 21. Then we stage. We get another Slopes of Aman-Hen. And then I have to add another encounter card. So I have to shuffle. And then my second encounter card is an Uruk-hai Hunter. Either choose a player to reveal an additional hunter card or make an immediate, or have him make an immediate attack against you. Okay, so let's see. I forgot to put my 1 resource on him. And I'm going to exhaust him and spend 1. I'm going to take this. I'm going to shuffle it back into the encounter deck. I'll reveal another one. Let's see, it says, till the end of the round, add 1 archery to the total at this stage for each ally currently at this stage. So how many allies do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to do 5. So I have 8 archery that I have to deal with. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it is fine. Okay, but nonetheless, there's 10 out here. Right? 1, 2, 4, 10. So this goes here. So that's 4. And then I get to do 6. I need a 20-sided. So I get to do 6 towards the quest. Okay. Now I get to travel. I think I'm going to travel to this here. Just because of that extra threat raise I don't want. Okay. Even though these are higher threat, I don't want that extra threat raise just in case. Okay, so I only have 1 guy engaged with me, but I have to deal that 8 archery damage. Okay, so I'm going to do 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now let's see what I can heal here. So I'm going to spend 1 to move that here and heal 1 point of damage. Now I'm going to move. So now I'm going to move this to to him. Now I'm going to move this guy back to here and heal another one. Then I'm going to spend the 1, so I'm 7, to move it back to here to heal another 1. Okay, so now we will deal this. So I'm going to use Denethor to defend. So I'll exhaust Denethor. 3 versus 3. No damage. So now I need to do, let's see. So I can attack with a Knight of the Swan for 1, and then Prince Imrahil for 4, and that's going to kill this guy, finally. Whew. Okay. Okay, so now we ready. Raise my threat. And then there's one card that I would really love to see right now, and that's Men of the West. If I could get a Men of the West right now, that would be amazing. So now let's draw. I get a Prince of Dol Amroth. Okay, so that doesn't help me. So now let's see what ends up happening. I'm going to quest. If I can make 10 progress on this quest, I am doing well. So there's 8 out there, so I need to do at least 18 and probably more. So let's see what I got. So there's 12, 16, 19, 24, and then I can boost with Faramir. So we'll stage. What did I say? 24. So I use my dice here. 24. Okay, and then we will add 1. Surge Archery Toughness. Okay, so there's the Surge. Okay, either choose a reveal an encounter card or make an immediate attack against you. I'm gonna have this guy make an immediate attack against me. So Denethor is going to block it. It says attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. Okay, so that's a pain in the neck. So, and I don't have a way to, so I guess I have to use Faramir to block it. Nothing, but let's see, 4, this guy dies. Okay, and now I get to do one more card here, and it's the Slopes of Amanhet. So that's 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. So I had 14 in the... At 14. And I quested for 24. That's 5. Done. And that's 5 here. That's 11. So that's a bummer. And now, here's the problem, is these guys are going to come out. I do not have a way to defend them, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. This. I'm in the combat, so I'm going to spend 1 to look for an enemy. I'm going to look for an ally. So I'm going to bring out Forlorn. That's good. Now I shuffle my deck. Okay, so now I have a defender. Oh, I will move this to 1 here. So I'll move this down to out. So his action, I can move this over here. Okay, then I'm going to spend the 1 to put it here. So that's done, and then that goes off, and then I'm going to spend the 1 to put it here. And then that goes off. And then the archery damage, 3 archery, I'm going to put 2 And then I'll put 1 on Fortnight here. Okay, and so now I'm going to move this back here, because I can do that, because I had the 1 that I used to do that. And that removes 1 archery damage. Okay, so I'm going to use Forlorn to do this guy. Boom. If defending character has fewer printed hit points than the attacking enemy, this attack is considered undefended. 3/3, so that's not undefended. So this guy dies. Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to take this undefended 3. Nothing. And so now I'm going to put 3 points onto that dude. So those guys live. I don't have a way to attack. This guy can attack for 1, but those guys can defend. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to travel. But that's good. I don't want to travel because 9, 10, 11. There's 11 in the staging area. I have too many things going on. If I were to engage one of these guys, it'd be all over. Okay, so let's refresh. Okay, so I get 1. I get 3. It's 10. And then I get 1 on Denethor. Now I draw. Oh, it's the Tome of Atanatar. Atanatar. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm going to 6. I have to bring out Faramir. How much archery damage is out there? 3. What can I do here? Oh, I forgot to raise my threat. So I'm at 40 threat right now. Right, Alfred? Albert's going to tell me whether I'm right or not when I edit this video. Okay, so now we try to make 5 progress on the main quest. Okay. I'm going to leave this guy out just in case. So that's 16. So that's 16, 22. And then I have Faramir as a boost. Let's, you know what? 22, 24. So I have 24. Okay, let's reveal. Staging. So that's the wooded shoreline. So now I'm at 14 in the staging area. 14, and now we will do one more. Surge, toughness, archery 1. It's my favorite thing. Okay, it says peril. When revealed, either move 1 and engage with you to the first place, or growing threat teams doomed 2 and surge. So doomed 2 and surge. Okay, the River Anduin. So I now have 9, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17 in the staging area. 17, and I did 24. So that allows me to get through. I did 7, 18, satisfied all the win conditions, and there you have it. An Outlands deck that just beat the quest of the week. Have a great day.